Support for the European Union is falling across all members of the bloc, and Italy has one of the highest rates of loss of confidence in the future of the EU, according to latest surveys. The main reason is obvious: the deteriorating economic conditions of millions of Europeans who have seen their well-being affected by 2 decades of EU fiscal and financial policies that have severely affected their lifestyle. But there is also another reason for their dissatisfaction. Brussels is growing less significant diplomatically and has become increasingly more subservient to the US foreign policy and to diktats of the large multinationals. On Saturday, on the sidelines of the National Convention of the recently formed anti-establishment party Sovereign Popular Democracy, Press TV has collected the viewpoints of those who call for a breakaway from the European Union.
The European Union has been an entity that has constantly worked against Italy's interests, against our agriculture, our fisheries, our car industries, even against our culture. Now, more than ever, we must regain our sovereignty since the EU has turned into an instrument of promotion of war.
Europe has no say whatsoever in all international scenarios. Its economic recipes have tragically failed. Europe has even no say on the Mediterranean, which happens to be the sea it overlooks. Brussels is only pretending to be adversarial to the US, the truth being that it is only negotiating the terms of its subservient posture.
The European Union and its members have gradually lost their role as diplomatic brokers in international disputes. Brussels is no longer seen as a mediator, but rather as a co-architect of a Washington-led pressure campaign. The EU is facing significant diplomatic weakness, and it is often described by the media as an economic giant, but a political dwarf.
I think that there has been a great misconception that Europe is a moderate peace broker. Europe stands at the center of evil. It has been the place that has launched colonialism and triggered extermination wars across the planet. Our party calls on all countries to embrace multipolarism and refuse the old global policeman rhetoric.
Strangely enough, Israel has not been designated by the EU as a sponsor of terrorism, not even after its genocide in Gaza. This, while Iran, Russia, and China are all terrorist states. Bear in mind that Nazis also labeled Italian partisans as terrorists during World War II.
Following the European Union's decision to designate Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps as a terrorist organization, Italy's Foreign Minister Antonio Tajani has rhetorically said that Brussels should not stop its dialogue with Tehran, but Italy, as a member of the bloc, is responsible for any destructive consequences of labeling directed at Iran's armed forces. Max Civili, Press TV, Rome.